Hey everyone, this is Heidi, and this is my daughter Maggie behind me. She's working on her map. So you've probably guessed that this week is all about mapping our surroundings. And so why are maps important? First of all, they're important because they can keep us from getting lost when we're out and about, and they can also help us find our way again if we've gotten lost. But also, having at least an internal map of our neighborhood can help distinguish all the invisible ways that we're connected to everything, to the people that we interact with every day, and all the places that we go. So I invite you this week to imagine yourself as an eagle flying high, soaring in circles over the landscape. And as that eagle, you would look down, and you would look down and see that the landscape almost lays out like a map, right? So as that eagle, you would probably know some important things, like probably you would know where to find water and where to find food. You'd probably know where your favorite tree is, where you can go and perch, or where your nest is if it's nesting time. You might know things like where to find shelter in a big storm. Um, so all those important things, the eagle knows as it's circling around, it knows where all of those things are. So that is our assignment this week, is to do that for our own backyard or our own neighborhood, is to create a map of our own space. So when you are, I think most of us most of us think that we know our space pretty well. Like we think we know our backyard pretty well. Um, but I challenge you this week to look a little deeper at the details and to see if you can discover something about your space that you've never noticed before. So this is an exercise in looking for the details. So when you're making your map this week, and I'll just say you can do this together as a family. You can make one big map together, or you can each make your own map, and then you can compare how your maps are different. It's always fun to see what each person thinks is important to include. So, so um, every map that I've seen includes one important thing. And Maggie, do you know what that is? The four directions, yep, exactly. So, so the four directions, the cardinal directions are north, south, east, and west. And how do we know where they all go? Do you know, Maggie? How do you know where east and west are?
Because east is where the sun rises and west is where it sets. And north is above both of those and south is below.
That's right. That's right. So if you know where the sun rises, you know that that's the east. And then opposite that is the west on the other side, where the sun sets in the evening. So, and when you're looking at your map, if you put north up at the top, and south down at the bottom, then you know that west and east spell out the letter we. So the west is on the left then. So that's a simple way to keep track. So I've got, if you scroll down below the video, I've got a list of some important things that you might want to include in your map. You can read through that and add any of those if you've got them. Things like where to find maybe water and food and medicine if it's growing in your own garden, or maybe it's growing wild. And if not, you can expand your map to your neighborhood, where like maybe where your grocery store is, or where your local farm is. Um, okay, so that's your assignment for the week, is to go out and create a map of your surroundings. I look forward to seeing your maps. Have fun.